Well, good Tuesday night to you. Hey, how you doing? This is Bobby. And a few minutes ago, Kim and I got back from Newsboys concert, and it was incredible. It was part of the concert series for the rodeo that comes to San Antonio every year. And she got me tickets for Valentine's, so love you, honey. Thanks for that. I enjoyed spending tonight with you and had a great time. The Newsboys, man, they are a terrific band, especially to see live. They put on a tremendous show, and I was very impressed. You know, the stuff that you hear them on radio, or if you got a CD or, you know, you've downloaded stuff, man, that's exactly how they sound live. They sounded really, really good. Put on a tremendous show, went almost an hour after the rodeo, and they just did a great job. And I was very blessed, very grateful for Kim doing that for me and for extending Valentine's Day a little bit. So if you get the opportunity to go see the Newsboys, make sure you go check them out. They are tremendous, and you'll definitely enjoy it. But as it was over, I was going and had to use the restroom, and I was there washing my hands. There was a dad helping his son, who's probably like 6 or 7, you know, just take care of buttoning his pants back up, you know, putting his shirt back in, that kind of thing. And it was cold, and so I was, you know, helping him get his jacket on. And I was reminded of a time, you know, when my boys were that young, maybe a little older, and we had gone to a Big Daddy Weave concert, as well as Todd Agnew, and I had a great time, and it's just me and the boys, and enjoyed spending that time with them. Great memory for me, and I hope it's one that they happen to remember, you know. But it was great because it reminded me, seeing that dad today, you know, the influence that we have as fathers, and the influence I had back then with my boys. You know, unfortunately, things have changed, and they're older. One's 20 and out of state, and the other's in college. And, you know, it's a different time. And the enemy likes to taunt me with my past and say, man, what if this? Or if you only hadn't done that? Or, man, things would be so different now. And, you know, maybe they would. And sometimes, you know, I let my mind wander there. But the Spirit of God reminds me, you know, that was then. You can't do anything to change the past. You can't play the what if game, because it does no good, because what if is not reality. Reality is what has happened and what's going on today. And so I'm grateful that God reminds me of that, you know, and rather than lingering in the past or lingering in the what if questions, but to be steadfast and believe what God has said today. And I was reminded of that tonight, you know, in the Newsboys concert, since Michael Tate has taken over, you know, front man for the group. You know, they've done really well. But I was grateful to see him and the whole band sing the song He Reigns, because that was a song that they did before Michael joined the group. But it was such a great reminder, and that's what God used to remind me of that truth, as I was seeing that dad with his son, and then being reminded of me with my boys, and the what if questions begin to crop up. He used that song to remind me, you know what? I still reign. I still sit on the throne. I'm still king over your past, over your regrets, over your mistakes, over the things that maybe you could have done differently and didn't do, you know, over the what ifs. I still reign. I don't change. I sit on the throne. I know what's going on. And you know what? We're going to use today. We're going to use today. We're going to use tonight. We're going to use this moment. And I'm going to use this moment to show you who I really am. And I show you by my word. I show you by my spirit. I show you through other people around you. I show you through circumstances. And the one thing that will remain is that I sit on the throne. I'm the king. I'm the master. I am good. And I'm going to show you that today. And I'm with you. And I won't leave you. And I'm going to help you through today so that you will understand that above all else, I reign. And so that's the message for this post, that God reigns. He sits on high. He has all authority. He has all power. He reigns today over your past, over your present, over your future, over your anxiety, over your victories. He reigns. So the psalm we're going to use today comes from Psalm 146, verse 10. The Lord will be king forever. Jerusalem, your God, is everlasting. Praise the Lord. And that's exactly what took place tonight at the Newsboys concert, man. Again, if you get the opportunity to go see them live, please do it. They did a great job, and I just, again, had a wonderful time with my wife spending that together, her and I, enjoying the music, enjoying time together. That's the first time in my life that I've spent $32 on Whataburger for two people. Hello. But it was well worth it because I got to spend time with her. So the songs we're going to use tonight to help celebrate the fact that God reigns today is Mercy Me, You Reign, and also Shannon Wexelberg, Hail to the King. May that truth settle in your heart tonight, that we serve a God that is not limited, but is all powerful. He doesn't have just a few resources at hand. He has all resources at hand. And he sits on top of the world. He sits on top of the universe. He sits on top of all creation. He is king. He deserves glory. He deserves the praise. And so I hope that tonight, this moment, right now, that you will recognize that our God reigns. And he is worthy of our worship. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.